And we are going to hold this hair out to 90 degrees. Don't hold it at 180 and don't hold it all the way down. What's up guys? I'm Laura, I'm a hairstylist, and today I'm gonna show you my favorite method for cutting curtain bangs. Now there are multiple different methods or ways that you can cut curtain bangs. So if you've seen other methods like the twisty cut or anything else, this isn't discrediting that. This is just showing you my favorite way to do it. Now the amount of hair that you cut for your bangs is really dependent on how much hair you have. But a general rule of thumb that I like to follow is to go with the width of 2 fingers. You really don't want to go further back than 2 fingers, and if you're any less than that, then they might appear too thin. But if you have very thin or fine hair, you may want to go a little bit further back, or if you have extremely thick hair, that might be too much and you need to go a little bit thinner. All right, now if you're unsure where you want your shortest piece of your bangs to start on your face, my best recommendation is to start them around your favorite facial feature. So if you love your nose, then you should start your bangs somewhere around this region. Wherever the bangs start is going to draw the most attention to that area. Now for me personally, I don't have a huge preference as to where I'm starting my bangs, but I do know that I don't want them super short. So I am going to start them in between my nose and my mouth, somewhere in this region. This is going to get some of those dead ends cut off and give me a little bit of a pick-me-up around my face without going too short. All right, so I have sectioned the bangs out and we're only grabbing the hair on top. We are going to blend these bangs into the side pieces later, but for now, this is all we're starting with. Now I want to point out that while I do have my hair parted on the side today, I don't always part it in this exact spot. So I'm not going to cut the hair to this exact part because the cut would be uneven when I switch my part. It is good for your hair to switch your part regularly, so my recommendation is to cut the hair with it parted in the middle and then check it on both sides and make sure it all blends out no matter how you part your hair. And the first thing I'm going to do is to wet the hair. This is going to make it a little bit easier to cut and it will give me a little more control over the hair. All right, so when I comb the hair forward, I know that I want to be somewhere between my nose and my mouth. So I'm going to take the hair and I'm going to measure about how much hair I need to take off at my mouth. Because remember, the hair is going to shrink up when it dries. So when I hold the hair down, I can get a rough estimate of how much hair I'm going to want to take off altogether. Now we're going to grab a section in the middle that is about 1 inch wide. And we are going to hold this hair out to 90 degrees. Don't hold it at 180 and don't hold it all the way down. Now it might be easier if I show you from the side here at what 90 degrees from the head looks like. So this is essentially straight out. All right, and so I've got my fingers right about where I want to cut. This is about the amount of hair that I measured, and I can even hold it down and see that that's falling right around my mouth. So we're gonna hold the hair right out at 90 and make our cut. Next, we'll want to grab the hair from either side, and we are gonna comb the side hair into the center, so the sides are being slightly over directed going in. So now it's very important that you see where your last cut was made. So for me, when I hold this hair right out to 90, I can see that my last cut was made right here. And we're not gonna cut the hair to that same point. We're gonna go 1 inch further and we're gonna cut it 1 inch longer than the last cut. Okay, so our last cut was here. We're gonna go out to here. Okay, perfect. So we can see we've got this hair here and then we drop and we've got this hair here. Now we're gonna part the hair in the middle. And we're gonna pull the hair at a diagonal forward and we're gonna slide cut to blend. So we can see where this first piece is and here is the last piece. So we're gonna go and pull our fingers and slide cut to blend into that last piece. And we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So we're gonna pull the hair diagonally forward. Here we can see our shortest piece. Here's the longest piece. All right, now we're gonna dry the hair and we can go in and do our blending and texturizing. And when we blow dry it, we're gonna blow dry the hair backwards, going away from the face. Now we're gonna let the rest of our hair down. Now, can you already see how great that looks? All right, so now I'm gonna take some regular shears. I use these shears particularly for dry cutting only, and we're gonna texturize to blend the bangs into the rest of the hair. So we're gonna grab this hair here diagonally forward, and we can see where the bangs kind of cut off. So we're gonna go in and blend this hair in. And if it helps, you can blow dry your hair in that backwards direction so you get that same flow that you got from blow drying the bangs back. So you're just gonna blend those pieces in, making very minor cuts. All right, so now we're gonna check the hair parted on both sides. So we'll start with this way because this is how I initially had my hair parted. And here we're gonna take our thinning shears to blend. So we're gonna take the shears right at that shortest point and just go in and make some cuts. We're gonna make sure this side doesn't look funny with just a smaller amount of hair here, and then it still looks pretty even from side to side, which it does. Okay, now we're gonna switch our hair and part it the other way. And I know it might be hard to see here, but I can see where some of this hair in the back is coming forward. See how our bang line is here, and we've got some of these hairs down here? That's where we're gonna make some cuts to blend. Now we're gonna go with our thinning shears, the same way we did the other side. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for today. Let me know in the comments what you think of my bangs and if this was helpful for you. And make sure you subscribe if you wanna make every day a good hair day.